someday you might see it. Yeah, never say die. Got to go.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another subscriber Dynasty duel. It's time for top 8 again, and in this top 8 we are going to have Bastion played by Fel versus I don't know your name, I'm afraid. I don't know your name, I'm afraid, is playing as Camula. Camula's vampire deck versus Bastion's water kind of deck, but actually it does other stuff like summon Litmus Doom Swordsman, which is just a really good card. The only thing in Camula's deck that can kind of stand up to it is the almighty Vampire Genesis, which it doesn't even beat it, and since it can't die by battle, it's a busted card. Oh, it says Rio. Okay, so apparently their name is Rio. That's very cool. Okay, so in Japanese, this means Rio. That is their name. Very nice. Let's see how they do in today's duel, though. Alright, let's see. They have to think about how to kill this monster. And Pyramid Turtle is nice. It won't be doing any killing, but it's still nice. Go ahead and attack if it makes you feel better. Learn that you can't destroy by battle. That'll always make you feel good. And go ahead and end your turn. Yeah, if you have any traps, that'd be nice. But right now, I think you're just going to be ending your turn. Because if Fel here is able to get a continuous trap card... Ooh, already going to destroy the, let me guess, Teuton Mask? Oh, if it can be activated. Oh, MST, the MST. I love it. Oh, you're going to wish you still had that MST, but that makes sense. Yeah, you're going to wish you had it for trap cards, because once this thing gets a trap, Litmus Doom Swordsman becomes a monster. Like, a real one. And for now, Camula is just going to need to find cards that can do stuff to this guy, which means you're going to need more tribute stuff. Vampire Lady, see, that's a nice card. Vampire Lady is a very nice card. But Litmus Doom Swordsman can literally wall until you get some sort of spell card to clear out the monster, or if you could do piercing damage. Magic Jammer on a Pot of Greed is super brutal, not even joking. That is super brutal. Hydrogeddon is super brutal. This is going to be great because they get another Hydrogeddon. They could summon 3 onto the field if they felt like it, at the cost of letting them kill a Pyramid Turtle. But if they don't kill this, that still means they could attack you and kill themselves in order to attack you. Or they could tribute summon. Book of Life will bring back the, I'm guessing, Vampire Lord that I saw get tossed. And we're going to throw away the only monster in your grave, most likely, Manju. So Vampire Lord can make you throw away trap cards, which would help this duel a lot. Will you pick... I don't know why you didn't put Pyramid Turtle in attack mode, but I'm not going to blame you too hard. Will you actually put trap... Why would you ever say monster cards? That is the worst option. You gave them Carmageddon. That was literally the worst play possible. When you are playing against a deck that literally relies on trap cards. Now, granted, I'm not going to blame you too hard. I don't expect any of my subscribers to study all the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 1 decks, even though my videos were supposed to help you with that. I don't expect you guys to watch the videos either. But you have just put your opponent's a monster on your opponent's field that could easily beat you. They drew Spirit Barrier, which, you know, if you picked trap cards, maybe they wouldn't have been able to do that. Maybe they would have. Honestly, they have 3, so I guess they would have. But still, always pick trap. And then if you're going up against an opponent you know doesn't have a lot of traps, pick spell. But this deck specifically always pick trap. Never pick monster because it backfired super hard, letting him summon Heian Zaru, which can beat your Vampire Lord. So in the end of the day, all you did was shoot yourself in the foot, which is a shame. And now the Doom Swordsman is coming out swinging with its 3,000 attack points. So let's see it go. Yep, might as well get rid of that. And then the Vampire Lord died by battle, so it will not be coming back. Pyramid Turtle will be killed soon, and then you can pick something else. But honestly, the best choice you have is Rui Koki. That is the best choice you have. If I think that's in the deck, yeah, I think. Honestly, my memory is kind of hazy on that one. It might be only vampires, but it might have Rui Koki. If it has Rui Koki, you're going to need it. If it doesn't have Rui Koki, then I don't know what to tell you. Go Vampire Lord and evolve to Genesis. If you don't have that combo, then go Vampire Curse. Vampire Curse is the best option. But so if you don't have Genesis in your hand, go Curse. If you have Ruikoki, pick Ruikoki. Ruikoki kills this and this, because Ruikoki's effect says destroys warrior monsters at the end of the damage step. So now you could destroy Hyonzaru, and then you could destroy Litmus Doom Swordsman. So that will be very nice. Alright. But first, kill the Hyonzaru before it goes into defense mode. Don't worry about the double Spirit Bearer. That does not make a difference. Honestly, just get rid of the Hyonzaru. Next turn, you can kill the Litmus Doom Swordsman. Unless you could somehow kill Hyonzaru this turn without using Ruikoki. That's just, yeah, it's just the case. Alright, let's see what you do. Although, if it's at the end of the damage step, I'm assuming that this card won't work unless it survives the battle. So, I think Litmus Doom Swordsman still kills it without dying, because it'll hit the graveyard before the effect can activate. But maybe they don't know that, because even I'm confused about the timing on that. Book of Moon can get rid of Hyonzaru and bring back Vampire Lord or Pyramid Turtle. I would recommend Pyramid Turtle in this situation. Yes, good play. Good play. One Hyonzaru has left. Litmus Doom Swordsman is here to fight. This seems to be one of the closest fights we've had in top 8 so far. Obviously, there's only one other, but still. Like, it's been pretty one-sided most of the time. Very overpowered. In this one, it looks like that there's still enough special summons options to go either way. 2 Spirit Barrier means that they're probably, especially since they already lost MST, they're probably not going to be able to stop the trapped cards. Which means they're going to need to either find a way to overpower this monster. I was right. They don't know. And I don't know either. Whether or not, if at the end of the damage step, this thing has to be on the field to activate, which I assume it does, which means you attacking you might be a safe play. I don't know. But it looks like we're going to let Rio decide. No one knows. Maybe they're just baiting you into attacking the Pyramid Turtle, which isn't much of a bait when they now could summon a second monster. And could just put Litmus... Although, if they put Litmus in defense mode, that's the worst play. However, if they're making sure they can get a second Litmus, that's really smart. Because a second Litmus means, even if Ruikoki does kill it, I mean, you've already used 2 Book of Lives. I mean, you're not going to be able to bring much back. And if they have a Hyonzaru in their hand, they could summon a second Doom Litmus Swordsman right now. And no, not even going to attack the... I would have attacked the Pyramid Turtle, and then I would have attacked whatever they summoned with this monster. But to each their own, I guess. I'm not here to judge. I'm here... Well, I guess technically I am, but I'm here to watch and enjoy. As if I'm just watching this video on YouTube, but I'm just going to give you my own... I'm just going to talk about it. Alright, so what will you do? You need to make a decision. Obviously, your Ruikoki is important, and neither of you know if attacking will do the job, which I find very interesting, because I don't either. What you do know is that Pyramid Turtle dying can get you a monster, so costing 200 life points to get a Vampire Lord or a Vampire, and then throwing away spell cards wouldn't be a bad idea. At this point, they already have Spirit Barriers. I guess you could still say Trap, because then you might hit Ring of Destruction, because they might not have many other options, so you could still do that. Or you can go into defense mode and realize that you could just attack with Ruikoki, do 0 damage, and have to think of a different plan. Got it. Got it. Alright. So far, so good. This duel, I honestly, since it says end of the damage step, at the end of the damage step, Ruikoki would be dead, right? Which means they can't activate its effect because it's not on the field. Unless this effect can activate in the grave. I don't know. Honestly, I've never tested Ruikoki, so I don't really know. Usually Ruikoki just beats my opponents. Alright, here we go. What will you do? Alright, we're just going to set some more cards. And nothing else is going to happen. We're just going to stall. They could technically stall forever until one of them decide to deck out, which it would be, it will be Bastion who decks out. But at this point, what I think that Fell is thinking of doing is summoning 2 Litmus Doom Swordsmen. 1 to destroy the Ruikoki, and 1 to attack the rest. But if you're going to do that anyway, you might as well destroy Pyramid Turtle and let Litmus Doom Swordsman attack whatever comes out to do burn damage. Like right now you have Hyonzaru, and you have the ritual spell in hand guaranteed. So that's good. Alright, here we go. All right, battle phase. We're going to have Pyramid Turtle attack. All right. And Mathematician is going in. Pyramid Turtle will be summoned again. And Litmus Doom Swordsman is going in. But which one will it attack? Will it just attack the random face down over here? I would do that because I don't want my opponent to build. But you know what? To each their own. I'm not here to judge. Maybe we'll get to see Vampire Genesis. That'd be kind of nice, right? I think that'd be nice. No guarantees, but I would like to see one. All right, battle phase yet again. We're going to have the Mathematician die this time, but not like killing the Mathematician's going to do anything but help deck out Bastion faster, or help Bastion get his second Litmus Doom Swordsman quicker. Who knows? Now, the real question is, what will you do? Mathematician draws a card. And ends the turn because Ruikoki just attacked, which means now it's Bastion's turn to draw another card. They are literally 6 cards below their opponents, but I'm sure Bastion will draw Ring of Destruction before they have to lose the duel. Oxygeddon is a damn good beater. Hyunzaru, if you put it in attack mode, it will die, so I guess I wouldn't do that. Oxygeddon will do the job, getting rid of Pyramid Turtle. Your opponent could just summon a monster in defense mode, though. They do not have to pick attack mode, which means that they will probably pick, I don't know, Vampire Curse would be a good one? But not anymore. A third Pyramid Turtle, why not? Alright, thinning out your opponent's deck. Finally, you go for that face down. I was curious why you wouldn't. Let's find out what it was. It was a mere baby. Yeah, you just got to clean that up. And let's see what we could do. It's funny that both their boss monsters have 3,000 attack, because once the Vampire Genesis comes out, they're tied. Litmus Doom Swordsman wins the fight, though, because it can crash without being destroyed by battle. So they need to just read their card, which it's fine. I just don't know how this works. Destroy that monster, it probably doesn't work, which is probably why they're not attacking. And I'm wondering why you're not attacking them, maybe because you're afraid it does work, and you don't know how the game works, because Yugo Omega is kind of janky. So I don't know how it works either. This is kind of interesting. We have 2 opponents that by the end of this duel will know how it works, because this person will most likely, Fel will most likely summon a second Litmus Doom Swordsman and use that second one to test the theory. Mathematician comes back yet again, and letting them throw away a third Carbonet on, I'm sure. If they have one. That's not in their hand. Yep, there we go. They could summon another Hyunzaru if they feel like it. And maybe they have one in their hand. I think it still says you could summon from the hand. I'm kind of curious on that. Pyramid Turtle is dead, which means we're finally going to get into a different monster other than Pyramid Turtle. And Pyramid Turtle will summon... I don't know. I don't really know. You could pick Patrician of Darkness if that's in the deck. I actually don't remember. Double cost on in attack mode. That's a little awkward. I'm pretty sure you could pick defense mode, right? So why attack? Can you pick defense mode? Yeah, you could pick defense mode, so that was kind of strange. I'm just going to say a minor misplay. It cost you some life points, though, so you got to watch out. Alright, so what are you going to do? Shallow Grave to bring back what exactly? Because you're also helping your opponent bring back something. Is it double cost on? Because that card doesn't work face down, I don't think. And they're bringing back Carbonet. Oh, I guess it doesn't really show us what they're bringing back yet. This thing's kind of weird. Alright, they both have picked. And it was Pyramid Turtle, nothing wrong with that. And it was Mathematician, nothing wrong with that. The 2 Mathematicians on the field. Call of the Haunted can bring back the Vampire Lord if you do have the Vampire Genesis in hand. Or that is an option too if you plan on Tribute summoning 2. But I don't know Camula's deck well enough to know what is a double Tribute summon. Unless you have Despair from the Dark and you're about to set that. If you set Despair... was that in the deck? I can't remember. Camula's deck is a mystery to me. I know I played her deck for a round and I won. But I won really quickly, so I didn't have a chance to really look at it. And we got a double Tribute, which is very strange to tribute both monsters when double cost on's effect says that you could just use itself. I don't know how this is going. I'm just going to ignore my opponent's plays. Mathematician will continue to make it so the opponent is running out of cards. That's actually pretty interesting. If Ruikoki, I don't know why it didn't attack the mathematicians to make them draw more cards. Mathematician is dead. Are they just going for the, oh, I need my second Litmus Doom Swordsman? So if they're not going to do it, then I like this idea. If my opponent won't kill my monsters, then I sure as hell will. There we go. And then one more. You get to draw 3 cards. It was basically a super pot of greed. And now you better have a second Litmus Doom Swordsman that you could summon. I really hope you do. That's probably Despair from the Dark, so you can't kill it. Which means they could stall you down to 11. Of course, we know you have Ring of Destruction, which means what you're going to do is you Ring of Destruction this card, attack this with Litmus Doom Swordsman directly, and then you win the duel. But since you didn't send any cards, you still haven't drawn your Ring of Destruction. As long as they never tribute this monster and let it stay here in defense mode, it gives them a viable option for winning the duel if their opponent's Ring of Destruction is at the bottom of the deck. That is an interesting card. This can win the duel by burn. But you have to summon monsters for it to work. Again, we go with Pyramid Turtle and we do 800 burn. There you go. Now you see how to win the duel. If you could just, you only do it once per turn, so I would not normal summon a monster this turn. There you go. And I think you could do it once for your opponent's turn too, so that works. 800 per turn is going to be super effective. And this is the Ring of Destruction or a third Spirit Barrier, but let's just say it's Ring of Destruction. It is going to pop this card most likely. Most likely, I can't guarantee, because this card will not be overpowered. Litmus Doom Swordsman cannot overpower it. So let's see what they do. Oxygeddon can clear out the Pyramid Turtle if it wants to. Double Spell will get them a spell card. Oh, they don't want to go for double Litmus Doom Swordsman. What do they want to go for? What's in the grave that's worth it? MST apparently, which was not attached to anything. That was a weird play. Call the Haunted was not attached. Alright, sorry, I just informed them why. Alright, go ahead and end your turn. Yeah, that was a big misplay. Not realizing that the opponent had done that. That was a big misplay. They can lose by deck out, or Ring of Destruction could still get rid of this. But they have to be willing to do that. Or they can go, yep, there's Ring of Destruction. You got rid of that one. Which, how do you get over this in Bastion's deck? I don't know if Bastion has a card to get over this monster. Therefore, you might have just lost the duel by doing that. That is a weird play. Giant Trunade puts back the trap cards, which means battle damage can happen this turn. One more summon. That's 4,000 damage. They just need one more monster on the field and the burn of the spell card. And they win. Well, they don't even need the burn of the spell, but they need another summon. This is the end of the duel. It looks like Camula's going to win round 1. Alright, all she has to do is summon any monster, which you've been drawing a bunch of cards. I'm sure you have a Vampire Lady in your hand. Hell, even a Vampire Baby will win you this duel. All you have to do is summon a monster. Any monster. Tribute monster, that'll do, actually. That's 4,800 damage. And that's 800 burn, I believe. Oh, does it say from the graveyard? Oh, it's the Genesis! We get to see the boss. It has to be a special summon. We get to see the boss monster. Game 1. Oh, God, it's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet. Game 1 is definitely going to the opponent. By getting rid of Call the Haunted, that got rid of one of the cards on the field. There is no way to come back. Do not attack with Ruikoki. Oh my god. You can win by not attacking with it. That's right. And Litmus Doom Swordsman won't die, but your life points will not last. And it looks like the winner of round... That was a really good duel. I mean, a few misplays here and there, but that doesn't matter. I mean, we misplayed more. The winner of Duel 1 will be Camula. Really enjoyed that. Very enjoyable duel. Very enjoyable duel. Alright, hopefully game 2 is even better. Alright. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. What shall these two do? Alright. All right, sorry. One of them have not played in a while. They did not realize to click continue. Go ahead. We'll wait for them to click it. There we go. All right, let's get into game number 2. When it comes to Bastion's deck, it does have a lot of stally options, more than just what he showed. That Hyunzaru is the real stall option. So, honestly, it's going to be hard for Camula to win a quick duel. They might have to make it last like that last one did. They have other options for winning, like burn cards, so that does keep them in the duel, give them a chance to stay in the duel. But it all depends on if Bastion... Ooh, I was going to say draws Hydrogeddon right now, because Hydrogeddon can beat some of the Pyramid Turtles if they go that route. But this card's even better, because Carboneddon can now summon an early Hyunzaru, and without... if that monster's in defense mode, the only thing that can beat it is a Vampire Genesis. If it's in attack mode, you can go Ruikoki. And Vampire Baby. That's a terrible start, I admit. Terrible, terrible start. Hopefully this duel, if Rio has learned from the first duel, they will attack with Vampire Lady, and when they do, they will say throw away a trap card, even though this card is most likely Spirit Barrier, because Bastion does not run many non-trap cards, so you still want to do it. That way they don't have the option later on. A double cost on's pretty good too. It's 200 damage unless this card gets flipped as Spirit Barrier. It's 200 damage. We'll take it. And then you're going to need some back row to protect yourself because you gave them a big hand. All right. No back row. That's a little bit risky. A little bit scary. But if you have Book of Life, I'm sure it'll be fine. Another Carboneddon. Are you going to crash or are you going to wait till your opponent kills it? Yeah, it makes more sense to wait for your opponent. Good job. And now 800 damage will be dealt. Carboneddon. It looks like their game 2, Phil's not trying to win with his ritual. He's going with his freaking hydro stuff. Sorry, his freaking elemental stuff. And Pyramid Turtle. Now, Pyramid Turtle can get rid of Carboneddon, but it cannot defeat this card unless you have Vampire's Curse. Vampire's Curse can beat this monster, but only if you were willing to attack it, and then end your turn, which you were not willing to do. So therefore, you were not willing to win that way, which is fine. Your opponent has 2 Hyunzarus. That could be a little bit problematic. And Mathematician, let's see what you got. Mathematician does another Carboneddon. Are you serious? Is it once per turn? I think it's once per turn. All right, so that means they have everything they want. If they have Vampire Genesis, Vampire Lord would be the best option. If they don't, Vampire's Curse is the best option, or Ruikoki. Ruikoki is always solid no matter what. So, if you have Genesis, go Lord. If you have anything else, go Koki or go Curse. But I would say Koki. Alright, you have Genesis. You don't pick that card unless you do. I know that for a fact. And even if this is Ring of Destruction, oh, actually it'll kill Vampire Genesis, but it won't be able to stop Vampire Lord. So let's see. No, we're going into battle phase. This is kind of strange. You picked Lord without even... What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? There is no reality where that was a good choice. Literally no reality where that was a good choice. Alright, a misclick will cost you the duel. That is the end of the duel. Go ahead and die. Remember that in the Dynasty series with my friends, we also made misclicks. It happens. But this misclick will cost them the whole entire duel. In fact, I don't know why you didn't just go... Maybe Ruikoki's in their hand. That's actually a possibility. But Curse would have been safer. If Curse is in the deck, I don't remember. It's been too long since I made those videos. Alright. We're going into game number 3, everybody. Will Camula be able to come back from that misclick, or will Bastion be going to top 4 with the Titan? All right, let's see what happens. Mathematician is a beautiful start for our buddy Bastion, because that means Carboneddon can create Hyunzaru immediately. And as we've said in the previous fights, the only thing that beats Hyunzaru is a Vampire Genesis. And we already have 2 trap cards. One of them is bound to be Spirit Barrier. The other one is possibly a A vampire. No, sorry, that's the wrong thing. A ring of destruction, which can win the duel for Bastion super quickly. And Monju is going to make this duel very quick. We know when Litmus Doom Swordsman comes out, the duel is basically over, especially when your opponent does not have any stall cards on the field. This is going to be a brutal turn. It looks like Bastion's in complete control. All right, let's see. It's a baby. Oh no, another bad start from Camula. Without a Pyramid Turtle, she's in a lot of trouble. All right, Limbus Doom Swordsman's coming out. We should have expected this. No surprises there. And there is 3,000. Oh, well, I guess maybe you don't have a trap card, or maybe you just don't care. Zero defense is plenty. And if your opponent attacks it for no reason, actually, there's literally no reason to attack it. And Pot of Greed might give you a comeback chance. That could be very good for Rio. Rio has a good chance here. And somehow, with a Pot of Greed, we have a brick. Camula is going to... If this is a trap card, it's over. That is the end of the duel. The winner of Game 3 will be the almighty... Sorry, I don't know why I keep doing this. The almighty freaking Bastion. Bastion Misawa is going to semifinals. That is freaking awesome. One of the last 7 Shadow Riders have lost. That's going to be it, guys. Oh, that was really good. We hope to see you in the next duel. Goodbye.